Hello guys, good afternoon to all my dear friends and students. Myself Mr. Advait Dilip Joshi. I am a lecturer for the Bio and Chemistry from 6th to 12th standard for the state CBSE and ICSE board. I have done my MSc in Bioanalytical Science, my BSc in Microbiology and my Diploma and Certificate course in Biotechnology. So today in this video we are going to learn about the Science 2, that is the Science 2 part 2, that is deals with the study of the chapters of your biology, in which we are going to learn about the basic concept for the first 3 lesson as well as the paper pattern for the class 10 SSC state board. So guys, let's start. So information about the subject. So your Science 2 or the part 2, it deals with the topics of your biology. You have 10 chapters in which your first, second, third and sixth are the first most important. Then the second most important is your 7th and 8th chapter, and your third most important is your 4th, 5th, 9th and 10th. So this is the index of your chapters for the part 2, that is Science 2. First lesson is your heredity and evolution. Second is your life process in living organisms part 1. Third lesson is your life process in living organisms part 2. Fourth lesson is your environmental management. Fifth is your towards green energy. Sixth is your animal classification. Seventh is your introduction to microbiology. Eighth is your cell biology and biotechnology. Ninth is your social health, and 10th is your disaster management. Now we'll move towards the paper pattern. So the total marks for the board exams of Science 2 or Science 1, we can say that is for your 40 marks. So how the questions are there? So you generally have the main 4 questions, in which question number 1 you have 2 subparts A and B, which are for your total for your 5 marks, that is a total 10 marks, in which the question number first A is based on your objective base, question number 1B is based on your knowledge. Then question 2 you have total 7 questions, out of which you have to solve any 5, 2 marks for each, which includes total, that is your 10 marks. So they are generally your short answers, very short answers based on your understanding. Then question number 3, total there are 7 questions, out of which you have to solve any 5, 3 marks for each, so total marks are 15 marks. It includes your short answers, they are application based. And question number 4, you have total 2 questions, out of which you have to solve any 1, which is for your 5 marks, total is your 5 marks, and which are the long answers and they are based on the skill base. So this is the important presentation information. Note to all my dear students, learn and read it carefully. So this presentation includes about the basic concepts of for your first, second and third chapters. What it involves? It involves the definition, distinguish, differences and your diagrams. So guys, read, learn and understand carefully the points discussed in your presentation. And at last, your the assignment, we can say, or the questions, once you are done or once you are read it properly, so solve the questions in your notebook. So this is the diagram for the chapter life process in living organisms part 1, that is the diagram sexual reproduction in flowering plants. So you know that this is the diagram. So as there is a stamen and carpel, so your anther and filament is your male part and style stigma ovary is your female part. So this is the most important diagram which is generally asked in your board exams. Then there is a ovary, then it also consists of your sepals and petals. Second most important diagram, life process in living organism part 2, second lesson. So there is a main important diagram, that is a male reproductive organ. So male reproductive organ, so there is a urinary bladder, then ureter, then testis, then penis, or we can say the urethra. So this is also the most important diagram which are generally asked in your board exams. So do it properly. Third is your life process in living organisms part 2, that is the female reproductive organ. So it consists of your ovaries, uterus, vagina, cervix. This is also the most important diagram which is generally asked in your board exams. Then comes the important definitions. So there are 3 definitions in this slide. That is the first is heredity. So what is heredity? It is defined as a transfer of heredity material, that is your DNA. DNA stands for your deoxyribose nucleic acid from one generation. One generation means from your parent to the next generation. Next generation means you, or we can say the offspring, that is called as a heredity. Then second definition is your variation. What do you mean by variation? So it is defined as the organism born, means we have born from our parent, consists of heredity material. why we are born? Because we are born due to the hereditary material. But does we look similar like our parents? No, but looks totally different. So this is called as a variation. Then third is your mutation. So what do you mean by mutation? It can be defined as a sudden change. So sudden change where in a gene called as a mutation. So another important definition, that is a sexual reproduction. So what do you mean by sexual reproduction? So the process in which there is an involvement of which gametes, male and female. So male gamete generally consist of your sperm and female gamete generally consist of your unfertilized egg. So it is called as a sexual reproduction. So example, that is a mammals and a human beings. So then the further definition is asexual reproduction. The process in which there is no involvement of gametes called as a asexual reproduction. So in this we can give the example, that is amoeba, frog and planaria. Then the definition comes of fertilization. So what do you mean by fertilization? The site at which male and female gametes is the sperms and unfertilized egg fuse together, that particular site is called as a fertilization site. Then what do you mean by zygote? Zygote means what? When male and female gamete, once they are fused together, then they are called as a zygote. Then what do you mean by embryo? Further changes which take place in your embryo, in your zygote, called as a embryo. Then menstrual cycle. What do you mean by menstrual cycle? The process of heavy bleeding. So where it occurs, it generally occurs in the female from first day to 28th day and involves the secretion of 4 important hormones called as a menstrual cycle. So what are 4 important hormones? It consists of the progesterone, which is also called as a pregnancy hormone, estrogen, luteinizing hormone. The short form for luteinizing hormone is LH, and FSH, that is the follicle stimulating hormone. So the menarche, what do you mean by menarche? The starting of menstrual cycle from the age of 15 to 16 years called as a menarche. Then what do you mean by menopause? The stopping of menstrual cycle at the age of 50 years is called as a menopause. Then there is a basic difference or the distinguish between the DNA and RNA. So we know DNA, it stands for your deoxyribose nucleic acid. Then RNA stands for your ribose nucleic acid. So there are 9 subpoints. You can learn main points. DNA is always your double stranded, RNA is your single stranded. So DNA is self-replicating while your RNA is synthesized as the needed basis. Then the most important part, that is DNA consists of your bases, that is adenine, guanine, cytosine and thymine. Only in the case of RNA, the thymine is replaced by your uracil. Then all these, we can say, the nitrogen bases are connected together with the help of your hydrogen bonds. So there are 9 points. You can learn any 5 to 6 points. So this is the diagram that how the DNA and RNA looks, as we have discussed in the distinguished. So your DNA consists of your 4, that is adenine, guanine, cytosine and thymine. Only we can say in the case of your RNA, the thymine is replaced by your uracil. Then distinguish between the sexual and asexual reproduction. So what do you mean by asexual and what do you mean by sexual? So in asexual involves only one parent, while in your sexual reproduction involve 2 organisms. In asexual, gametes are not produced, while in sexual, gametes are produced by the organism. So in asexual, there is offsprings are genetically identical to the parent, and in a sexual, we can say offspring show genetic variation. Then in asexual, cell divisions are take place by mitotic, while in your sexual reproduction, gametes are produced by meiotic division and zygote developed by mitotic division. Then in your asexual, large number of plants are produced in very short time, while in sexual reproduction, number produced is less. This is the diagram for your sexual reproduction. So there is an unfertilized egg, या ovum we can say, from the female, and there is a male gamete, that is the sperm from your male child or the father. So the total, that is a 23. Actually there are 22 autosome plus 1, there is a sex chromosome. 1 sex chromosome from mother, 1 sex chromosome from your father. Then it includes your total number of chromosomes in the particular child is 46. That is the 23 plus 23 is equal to 46. So we have seen in the diagram sexual reproduction, that is the egg, ovum and sperm together form, that is the male and female gametes form the zygote, and after the zygote is formed, that is the 23 pairs from each male and female, that is a total 46 chromosome. Then it give rise to your embryo. This is the diagram for your asexual reproduction. It generally occurs in the paramecium, then your budding, it takes place in the hydra, fragmentation in the case of your starfish. Then there is the most important difference or distinguish between the prokaryotic cell and eukaryotic cell. So here the word karyotic means your nucleus. Pro is your false, eu is your true. So we have seen the first point, it is a prokaryotic cell has a tough cell wall, while the eukaryotic animal cell is only surrounded by thin plasma membrane. Then prokaryotic does not have nucleus, while eukaryotic have prominent nucleus in the center. Then prokaryote bears several organelles like mitochondria, Golgi complex, while in eukaryotic the cell organelles are absent. In case of your prokaryotic cell, the DNA is circular. In case of your eukaryotic cell, the DNA is linear thread-like structure. So example for your prokaryotic cell is bacterial cell, and for your eukaryotic cell is the cells of multicellular organisms. This is the diagram for your prokaryotic and eukaryotic cell. So we can see the nucleus and the cell wall, or we can see all the cell organelles. So please see it properly and draw according to it. Then the difference come between the unicellular and multicellular. So unicellular, the body of organism is composed of single cell, and here the multicellular, the body of organism composed of numerous cell. So there are much more points, you can learn main points. Then we can go for the third point. A single cell carries out all the life process in unicellular, while for multicellular different cells or the specialized cell perform different functions. Then other we can say the power of division is not lost in unicellular, while the certain specialized cell lose power of division. Then we can go for the lifespan is short, and in multicellular lifespan is long. So there are much more points, you can take main important points, and you can frame any 5 to 6 points for your distinguish or the difference between the unicellular and multicellular. Then this is the diagram for your unicellular and multicellular flow chart, that organisms are divided into uni and multi. Uni is your single, multi is your many. So for unicellular there are the examples for amoeba, bacteria and paramecium, and for multicellular there are the animals and plants. Then the most important diagram, that is a chromosome. We know the chromosome, these 4 we can say are the arms. That is the first, the upper arm is called as a P arm, the downward part of arm is called as a Q arm, that is the long arm structure, upper is your short arm structure, and the spiral leg structure is called as a DNA, and in the middle there is a called as a centromere. In 9th, you might have heard about the types of chromosome, that is the metacentric, submetacentric, acrocentric and telocentric. So according to the position of the centromere, the shapes of different, we can say there are 4 different types of chromosome. So we can say for metacentric it looks similar like V shape. For submetacentric we can say L shape. For acrocentric we can say J, and for telocentric we can say I shape. So you have learned in your 9th standard. Then the basic difference for your mitosis and meiosis. So what do we know? Definition: the process of asexual reproduction in which the cell division into 2 producing replica with equal number of chromosomes in each resulting diploid cell. And here we can say reproduction in which number of chromosomes are reduced by half, producing 2 haploid cells. So now where it occurs, mitosis and meiosis. Mitosis generally occurs in all organisms. Meiosis, it occurs in the reproductive cells of human, animals, plants and fungus. So mitosis, what is the type of reproduction? It is asexual, and meiosis, it is a type of reproduction is your sexual. Genetically we can say produce identical organisms or cell, and in meiosis we can say different cells or organisms are produced. Then no crossing over take place in mitosis, and in we can say meiosis, yes, mixing of chromosome can occur. Then pairing of homologous, homo means same, that it occurs in mitosis, so answer is no, but it occurs in your meiosis, the answer is yes. Then the number of division in mitosis is 1, and for meiosis is 2, and number of daughter cells produced in mitosis 2 diploid cell, and in meiosis we can say 4 haploids. So these are the questions as we have done with the PPT, or we can say the video. So I hope you understand very well. So please draw the diagrams or read it properly, learn it properly, learn the definitions, learn properly diagram definitions as well as the distinguish, and try to solve these questions. So the questions are as follows: that draw neat label diagram for the sexual reproduction in flowering plants, then draw neat label diagram for male and female reproductive organ, neat label diagram of chromosome and its types. So very easy question. Then distinguish between DNA, RNA. I have mentioned, then you can write any 5 to 6 point, but don't consider the example for your point. Then distinguish between the mitosis and meiosis. Then what do you mean by menstrual cycle? Mention the 4 hormones. Then what is menarche and menopause? Then there is a distinction between sexual and asexual reproduction. Then define heredity, variation, mutation. Then there is a question: define fertilization, embryo and zygote, means definitions you have to write. Then draw neat label diagram for mitosis and meiosis. Then distinguish between pro and eukaryotic cell, and distinguish between unicellular and multicellular. So thank you guys, have a good day ahead. So please see the video, even I am sending the PDF of this presentation. Thank you, take proper care and precautions, stay safe at home.